There's a lot of people that disagree about what I do, including when I go out and open carry, and including my daughter in those events. People have a problem with, and they don't understand what I am actually teaching her. Is I'm teaching her about her Second Amendment right, and for her not to be fearful of guns. I teach her about firearms, this, that, and the third. I do what a good parent's supposed to do. And whoever the parents of this, in this video, whoever you are,
This is a public service.
Mr. Pearl, at the last meeting, you gavelled down a speaker who was criticizing a board member. You claimed we have, quote, limited First Amendment rights by law.
And if you didn't catch it, yes, this video comes from, it's a public service announcement. And I'm telling you, get your popcorn ready. I should have told you that at the beginning, but I had to get this in because it's just so amazing. This is amazing how this is starting. And it's only going to get better. Just wait. So pause right here, get your popcorn, leave a comment, and oh yeah, get ready.
Unquote. That's not exactly correct, so let me educate you. According to the National School Board Association, these meetings are a designated public forum, meaning the public has the right to speak regarding matters within the jurisdiction of the school board. Additionally, the First Amendment protects the right to criticize public officials and their adult family members without fear of retribution or punishment.
I love this girl. This girl's friggin', and that's what I'm trying to instill in my daughter. I want my daughter to fight for her freedoms. I want her First Amendment and her Second Amendment and all her rights to be fought for. And I'm fighting for her. I'm fighting for everybody. But I do fight for my daughter. I want her to have the same rights I have today. And that's what whoever the family member is, you are amazing. And a lot of parents need to do the same thing, is teach their kids about their rights and to fight for them.
You cannot make any rules stating otherwise. If any of you can't accept public scrutiny, then resign. Now, on to you, Mr. Roberts. At the September meeting last year, you said in part, quote, the most important thing we want out of this community comment is that anyone who speaks to the board feels like they're listened to. It's very important, regardless if we disagree on things. I hope that person is allowed to just speak and say what they want, unquote. So, exactly what did you mean by that, Mr. Roberts, considering this board has repeatedly gavelled people down and even walked out while they addressed this board? You can't listen to a speaker if you're not in the room, and people can't speak freely if you're making unconstitutional rules. Mr. Roberts also made this comment at the last meeting, quote, we take great pride in being one of the best public school districts in Michigan, unquote. I'm not sure what you meant by that, considering one of the most reliable school data collection sites states Chippewa Valley School District ranks 210 out of 606 Michigan districts.
Dude, give it up to this girl. Please, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about this young girl. She's in the school system and she's dropping facts. She's dropping bombs. Dude.
It's very easy to look up information about schools. You should try it sometime. I realize you're very busy making videos of yourself to play at these board meetings and also posting on social media. Speaking of social media, let me inform you Last month, the Supreme Court ruled public officials who post on their personal social media accounts about work-related topics are acting on behalf of the government. Therefore, they can be held liable for violating the First Amendment if they block their critics. So, Mr. Robert, you might want to make sure you haven't blocked anyone, especially people who attend these meetings. Maybe evaluate your ex, aka Twitter account.
I don't even know what to say. This girl, she's killing. She's just like right hook, left hook, uppercut, and then
I'm quite perplexed as to why this board has to be repeatedly schooled by a kid.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
I gave you each a copy of the Constitution last year. You really should read it because you all took an oath to support it.
Round 2, fight.
Got some cheerleaders back here. No, we're here to listen to you. Nobody can
No, you asked that we abide by your rules and set our literature here for Mr. Brodsky to pass out. And if you're not going to abide by your own rules...
And then you gotta put it in the minutes too, just to let everybody know. Put it in the
If
minutes.
you're not going to abide by your own rules...
Put it in the minutes.
If you're not going to abide by your own rules, I will take those back and I will pass those out myself to all of you. So it's either
You
one
wanna
or the
start the
other.
time?
oh, if anybody knows how to get a hold of this young girl, I don't know her personally, and I only know the channel, and I've reached out. I wanna do something really special for this girl. I don't know what it is yet, but this girl is amazing. Like, we need more young people like this, exactly like this, standing up for something that they believe in instead of being a friggin' Karen about, oh, my feelings.
I'm sorry, you cannot really make your own rules up. It's under the Robert Rules of Order.
You just said it.
Pass them out.
At the beginning.
Pass them out.
He just said it.
I don't think we should be reading here right now.
You were reading them.
Put it in the minutes too.
They should be.
My camera's on, so I don't need your...
Reclaim her minutes.
Reclaim her minutes.
hasn't started yet.
I have not started yet. I reclaim my time. It is my First Amendment right. You reset that timer.
No.
Yes.
Set her time.
Reset the time.
Gentlemen, reset the time,
What's
gentlemen.
wrong with you people?
Set the time.
There's a young lady coming here.
Reset my time.
Sir, thank you. Don't come at me. Everybody stops. Don't come at me. Don't come at me because you're out of order.
Reset her time.
Reset my time.
Be a gentleman.
All you gotta do is reset her time.
A little courtesy.
Reset my time.
Boy, you guys are digging
Or I will talk all the time.
digging a hole.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Snowflakes.
At the last meeting, I sat in astonishment as Superintendent Roberts tried to gaslight us regarding public comments at these meetings. He told us how important it was that everyone speaking felt listened to by this board, regardless if the board hears things they disagree with. Oh, the hypocrisy! Especially after most of this board walked out while I was addressing you at the August meeting. Then, this board's lawyer, Mr. Collins, tried to set rules regarding the content of people's speeches, but also claimed the idea wasn't to censor people. Newsflash, Mr. Collins, your rules are the very definition of censorship.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Apparently, this board is not familiar with the U.S. Constitution, so I've given each of you a copy.
America!
which clearly states there shall be no rules abridging freedom of speech. Additionally, the people have the right to air grievances to the government. So, to clarify this to you, board members, a Board of Education is the governing body of a school district, and therefore, we have the constitutional right to speak about whatever grievances we have. You can't limit the content or direct who we can or cannot talk about. If you don't want to be embarrassed or be in the spotlight, then resign from this board.
Yeah. Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
If you don't want your family members to be a topic, then they should refrain from making statements on social media in regards to people who speak at these meetings. If you don't want people to refer to you as groomers and then follow state and federal laws and remove the sexually graphic books from your school libraries. Appeasing immorality by claiming acceptance and inclusion is not a valid argument. Claiming the books can be obtained online, no, it is my First Amendment right, and you have taken my time, so I reclaim that time back. Let me speak. I reclaim my time back. I am going to continue. Not a valid argument. Claiming that removing the contested books is banning them is not a valid argument. There are no valid arguments for violating laws or infringing on constitutional rights. A quote by Wendy Jade states, "An environment that is not safe to disagree in is not an environment focused on growth. It is an environment focused on control." Board members, keep in mind that come the next election, parents will have the control. You've been exposed.
Amen. Yeah. I have to admit, this young girl is well beyond her age. She's probably well more mature than half the people up on that board. She has she's intelligent, articulate. Everything about this is just proving to this board that they're just, they're dumb. They're basically dumb. But anyway, like I said, links will be in the description. There is another clip of this. I wanted to kind of keep it short, but go over to This Is a Public Service. I think This Is a Public Service, something like that. Links are in the description. Go over to the channel and let them know the Armed Fisherman sent you. And don't forget, we have the Auditorpoolza coming up. You need to email johnfilax at gmail.com. And he's going to give you the information. He needs to speak to you before, and half the tickets are already sold. There was 200, and 100 have already been sold. If you want to get in on this, email johnfilax at gmail.com. Get in touch with him. He will give you more of the details. Go to his channel. I will leave a link to that video in the description. And yeah. This is going to be an epic event. So, yeah. And I'm out. Soloyaker. Deuces.